I understand that, the pressure of, like, somebody else trying to tell you what your path is going to be. And so you've mentioned your parents several times, and the reason I brought that up about, like, people kind of like, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, because, and I'm curious because we talk all the time about having a support system in this industry and the right people around you and how critical that is. Because Logan and I still, to this day, we still hear from friends and in some cases even family about, get a real job. What do you you need to think about a real career. You're getting older and this and that. What are you doing still trying to play? But then, when we made our directorial debut and we had our film debut and we had the big red carpet event and they all want to show up on the red carpet. It's not a real job, but it's time to be on the red carpet kind of thing. So talk about that a little bit. Have you experienced that type stuff about when you say, this is what I'm going to do? And they're like, oh, but what about a real job? Have you had to go through that?
Very much so. Whether it be culturally, whether it be, family, whether it be our teachers, always going like, well, you need to have a plan B. Like you really no, but you should. That's great. That's so great. But you really should have a plan B. And my mom will say this till she's blue in the face. I remember her very, very prominently telling me, I love that you're a dreamer and you want to do this and you've got big, big goals, but you need to have a plan B just in case. And I said, and I it's advice, take it or leave it. But I very much so said, if I allow myself to have a plan B, that's allowing myself to fail at plan A. Ooh. That's telling myself it's okay if you fail because you've got something else. If you only have a plan A and that's the only thing you're going to go for, you won't let yourself fail. If it gets hard, you won't let yourself stop because there's nothing else. You've got nothing else to go on. Yeah. That's something I believed with all my heart. And it's, I get it, the security of money and insurance and all the things that, but also if you get to a point in your career that all that stuff is there, all that stuff is coming, it just takes a little bit of time and patience, which is what parents teach you all the time,
Yeah. Yeah, oof. Most definitely. I mean, we say all the time, the difference between the people who make it and the people who don't are the people who just give up. The ones who don't continue moving forward are the ones who don't get to inevitably where they want to be. Like, yes, this is a very slow burn of an industry, and we try to tell people that because this podcast is, for the up and comers trying to break into the entertainment industry, and everybody's trajectory is different. And so you have to be prepared for that. You can't compare yourself to anyone else who may be around the same age or even starts off the same time as you. Because, different people have different opportunities that present themselves in their own lives, on their own paths. So it's very hard to try to, stay on the straight and narrow and just stay tunnel vision thinking about your own path, right? So to be able to do that and continue moving forward, we always say this industry is an industry full of selection and not rejection. So to be able to keep saying that to yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, talking to yourself and if you believe in yourself. So did you ever have any of that on your journey? Did you ever have a little bit like, okay, what am I doing? And if you did, what put you back on the right path?
Yeah, I mean, there was a point where I had signed a contract and then the pandemic happened and that was,
oh yeah,
that was like, okay, what do we do? Not only in acting, but what do we do in life now? Like, how do you figure out who you are without this thing that you're not going to be doing for a while? You don't know how long it's going to go. And I think even before that, there were times where I would, maybe sign a TV contract and wait and wait and wait. And you get that no, and you're like, are you kidding? Like, we're so close. And it's funny that you say, it is kind of a slow burn, kind of a waiting game. And it really is, I've had so many people tell me like, you're getting older in this industry, which I'm like, first of all, whoa.
Hold on, time
out. That's right.
Thanks for your opinion. Didn't ask for it. But you're getting older in this industry, and the longer you continue this career, more people are going to just drop off because they're not making it. So it's going to give you more of an opportunity, and that's wonderful. But that's also so sad for those dreamers who aren't able to, put their foot down or for whatever reason financially aren't able to continue this journey in their dream. And it makes me sad to think that, somebody's going to be out there going like, I really wanted to be an actor. That's really what I wanted to do with my life. So as lovely as it is to, continue this, I do think about the people who, have to give up for whatever reason, or choosing, something else that they don't love, because I would hate to be in a job that I don't love for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
And it really is that mentality of going like, do you really want to be doing something you hate for the rest of your life? Or not even something that you hate, just something that isn't inspiring to you, that you get up and you go, oh, I have to go to work today. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm so blessed to get to go to a job today. I get to go to set. I don't care how early it is. I don't care what I'm going to be doing. I'm so happy and so lucky to be able to do what I do. Play in a sandbox all day. Yes, I'm there. Pick me up. I'm there.